Good evening and welcome to 365 Days of Amazing Stories with Theo Mayer. Here we are on day 121 of 2024. And I'm going to tell you a story about when the wind and the sun, well, they had an argument that they finally solved through a competition. And here's how it went. The sun and the wind were, talking about how they were both very powerful. And the one was saying to the other that it was more powerful, of course, than any other force that there was. Well, neither one of them could agree to the other one being more powerful than it was. So they contrived a contest. The contest was to see who could get a certain man who was walking along a road to get his coat off first. Well, they flipped a coin, and wind was the first to give it a try. Now you can imagine what the wind did, can't you? The wind blew as hard as it possibly could. First it started a little blustery, but it knew that in order to get that jacket off, it would have to just give a big burst of wind in hopes that it would just blow it right off the man's body. And so that's what it did. It hit the man very hard with a gust of wind. But somehow or another, the man saw it coming. He could see it on the grass. He could hear it. He could sense it. And before that wind got to him, he had pulled that coat tightly around his body. When the wind hit, he leaned into it. He stooped down a little bit, bent his knees, and just kept walking right into the wind. Well, the wind blew softly and then harder again, and soft and hard, soft and hard. But no matter what, the man would not take his coat off. Finally, the wind gave up. It said to the sun, "You go ahead. Give it your try." So the sun did. The sun put forth a powerful burst of energy that heated up everything along the road where that man was walking. Even though it had been a somewhat cool day, now, with the sun shining brilliantly and the man walking along the road, he felt impelled to take the coat off. And first slipping one arm out and then the other, he carefully folded it and laid it over his arm and continued on his way. And that's the day the sun beat the wind. Okay, hope you enjoyed.